I didn't realize that Zora wasn't following me anymore, that she wasn't following me after the end of that quest, but I don't need to go and get her, because if she's going to be important later on, if she's going to be a part of the quest later on, I'll find her then. I don't want to mess up anything scripting-wise by having her with me, because as it was, we did run into the issue where, I had to just track her down because she was in Solitude, but she was supposed to be in Riverwood, so I'm just not gonna touch anything. I'm not gonna bother her. We'll see her later. We'll have some fun adventures with her later, I'm sure. Let's just kill the dragon. See, the dragon doesn't want us to help the queen either. Even the dragon's getting involved. Even the dragon's trying to hurt us here. Oh, I missed. That was a miss. Okay, don't do that. Don't you bash me with your wing. And I could absolutely have just used Dragon Rend or anything like that, but he's nearly dead. We got him.
God might get nervous. A man approaches with his weapon drawn.
Guard just saved, or guard should shut up, because this guy just saved your ass. Oh yeah, I'm glad I get my 3 bolts back. Of how many did I use?
They say our big Stormcloak murdered the High King.
More than 3, that's as high as I can count.
Shouted him apart.
Ah, another dragon soul to add to my collection.
That is a good question. Let's keep an eye on the supply.
There's been some attacks late at night, mostly on the livestock around town. I better forge some better blades for the guards, just in case.
Yeah, and they'll really make good use of those.
Oh, hello there. What can I do for you? Blades, gauntlets, I can forge anything you need.
You look a little young to be a blacksmith. Well, rare I meet a smith with such soft hands and such radiant beauty. Oh. Are you the local blacksmith?
No, that would be Laud. Big, burly fella. But don't let that scare you. He's a friendly sort, and loyal as a dog. Both to the Empire and to Dengar. Although I suppose that puts him at odds with himself.
And who might you be?
I'm just an apprentice, and a wayward traveller like yourself. I'm actually on a pilgrimage to train under the great blacksmiths of Skyrim.
So you came to
I'm
Laud?
finished, I'll return to my home in Cyrodiil, and hopefully apply what I've learned to the family business.
You come from a family of blacksmiths?
Not just any family. Ever heard of the Starblood Forge? My family has been the caretaker of it for centuries. It was made not long after the Oblivion crisis, and next to the old memorial and the hero statue, it's one of the most iconic landmarks in Kvatch. They say it was built atop a well of Daedric blood, and it's in that well that the weapons are cooled. Some even say that the forge itself is haunted, specifically with the soul of one of my ancestors.
How did that story come about?
Legend has it that when the Daedra invaded, she refused to leave her shop, smithing weapons for the townsfolk until the last man had fallen. That's why only those who share her blood can use the forge, and tradition that the firstborn daughter would be the one to inherit it. That would be me. It's an honor, I suppose.
You don't sound all that enthusiastic about inheriting the forge.
I know. Some people think it's the pressure, or the burden of carrying on the family name. But the truth is, it's the clients. It's not like the Skyforge here. If I took over the family business, I would be crafting swords for nobles. They would be decorative art pieces, locked away in display cases, or mounted over their beds. I would be an artist more than a blacksmith. There'd be no blood on my blades, no chinks in my armor. That's not what I want. I want to craft weapons for heroes. I want to forge weapons that will slay tyrants and craft armor that repels dragonfire.
Well, you're in luck. 'Cause I could use your help. Who says you have to forge for nobles? You'll be in charge.
The forge is old and requires a lot of maintenance just to keep running. Plus it takes up a lot of land, and taxes are charged accordingly. Mother hasn't taught me how to work the Star Forge just yet, but from what I understand, it's also extremely delicate. Selling highly decorative, high-end craftsmanship is the only way the business can survive.
What happens if you don't inherit it?
The responsibility of the forge would likely go to the next daughter in line, my sister Felicia. A fine choice. She has always been the more creative smith. Diamond-encrusted pommels, hilts that shimmered like drake scales. Everything she made was beautiful. And it wouldn't matter that the blades couldn't cut warm butter. Nobody would ever use them for battle.
So we let her inherit it. I don't see what the issue is here. Didn't the Aldmeri Dominion conquer Kvatch in the Great War?
You know your history.
Oh, Lod,
Fact
chill
is,
out.
They took a lot of cities, Kvatch included. But my mother says they never would have held it. To hear her tell it, we would have taken Kvatch back, if not for the Concordant, and her blades would have killed a whole lot of Talmor. Still, the treaty did give us our home back, and if there's one thing the people of Kvatch know, it's how to rebuild.
I want to go back to my earlier questions.
Alright.
I was wondering if you could lend your skills to forge an axe.
Of course. I wouldn't be a very good blacksmith if I turned down requests, especially from a true hero. Just tell me what kind of metal and I'll take care of it.
It's not a new axe. I need an old one reforged.
Are you sure? It's much easier to make a new one. Reforging is something you do with family heirlooms and the like.
I could have a family, you don't know. I also left out one other detail. Forging the axe requires a blood sacrifice. It's something only you can do. I need this blade quenched in a person's blood.
Now that's a strange request. Not in and of itself, but you're the third person to ask me that this week.
Third?
I'll
What?
tell you what I told the others. The forge in Kvatch is special, and it isn't just for blood.
Third? I would have understood if you said second, but who the fuck is the third person?
2 Nords. Could have easily been brothers. Come separately though, so they couldn't have known each other. One of them dropped her name a couple of times, to point out the urgency of his quest. Maybe he was trying to impress me as well.
Oh, wait, yeah, I was gonna say, what if one of them is Thane Larsden? What about the other one? Anything on him?
Don't know. One of them was a charming Nord, but no the sharing type. The other one, he was the opposite. He told me all sorts of tales about a child of destiny and an axe to slay a legendary beast. Of course, I ate up every word. But at the same time, I don't know about forging weapons for anyone but the Empire.
So that second person would have been Glenn then. They want to claim the throne via the Kingsmoot. No blood will be shed. This isn't exactly a request, if you get my meaning. The Empire is flaccid and kneels to the Thalmor. We need a strong ruler. Thane Larsden doesn't want war, just a chance to present another option. This isn't just an axe. Most smiths would strangle a puppy for such a chance. Thane Larsden doesn't want war, just a chance to present another option.
Aye, he must think the legends and the names will be enough. Isgramor's, and maybe even yours. I can't say I disagree.
So what's so special about the Starblood Forge?
To explain that, I need to explain a bit about smithing. See, when you quench a blade, you can't just use water or brine. You need to add a bit of oil to keep the thin sections from cracking, because otherwise the steam will get between the water and the blade. That makes for an uneven quench. Of course, if your well is big enough, it'll make sure the liquid stays in contact regardless. But I'm guessing we'll only have so much blood to work with. In that case, we need to brew a special oil, one that doesn't contaminate the liquid.
If I get these items for you, will you make this oil? I assume you explained this to the ones who came before me.
I did, to the one who knew you anyway. I told him I would love to forge his legendary axe, but he needed to fetch me some bloodgrass first. It may grow in bundles outside our forge, but good luck finding it anywhere else outside.
Lod, you gotta
Oblivion.
chill out here, buddy.
Without it, I can't make the oil. So I sent him off to talk to Cyrus with the East Empire Company, and see if he can't get it shipped sooner. Maybe you ought to head over to Intel and see if it's been taken care of.
Alright.
May your shield be stout, and your sword steady.
See, and Zora wanted us to sit around and wait for Larson to show up. No. We're not sitting around. I'm gonna get work done.
I can't thank you enough for what you did.
You're very welcome. Hey!
Yes, yes. What do you want?
I don't want you to go anywhere. I understand you're the man to see about some bloodgrass.
Oh. I take it you're one of Isabel's friends. Look, I already placed the order,
Oh,
and
don't
the
push me,
shipment
ma'am.
would have arrived already if not for those bandits. So I did exactly what it says in the company manual. Section 1A of Chapter 12, page 143. When you have a pirate problem, hire an adventurer.
Do you have a contingency plan if the adventurer fails to come through?
Of course. Even if he's dead, it's likely he took a few of those pirates with him. So you see, suddenly the cost of stealing our cargo has gone up. It's more trouble than it's worth. Which means they're going to fence it soon. We just have to find this person and eliminate him.
And how do you propose we do that? Oh, so now it's we? I never agreed to work with you.
Do you want your precious bloodgrass or not? Then stop being a brat and listen. You see, I have a source in the black market. He also happens to be a dark elf, and every week he goes to pray over by Refugees' Rest. Now one day, he says he came across a curious thing. One of the cairns had an iron dagger stuck in the snow beside it. Even more curious is the fact that the very next day, the black market was bustling with fresh cargo.
Which means whoever retrieves the dagger is the fence. Should I confront him? It's probably just a coincidence, you know, correlation, causation. So the dagger tells the fence when to meet. I place it, then kill him. Simple.
No, you idiot.
No.
If you kill him, you will be killing our only lead.
But I kill everyone.
And I have a feeling the dagger will lead us to both the pirate and the fence.
My solution is always
Meaning
violence.
They meet whenever either of them places it in the snow. You will have to play it by ear. If the meet is somewhere private, feel free to kill them so long as you find out the drop location. If it's somewhere public, then your only job is to find out where the cargo is and retrieve it. That's your priority.
Alright, I'll do as you ask.
Good. Here's the dagger. If you'll notice, the hilt is chipped. That's how you will know it's the one you left at the cairn, in case you lose track of him in a crowd. But please, try not to be seen.
Can I ask you about, Okay, no. I was gonna ask me if you knew about Larsden. Where is this adventurer now?
I don't know. He was a Nordman by the name of Larsden.
See?
He was traveling with an Imperial, either a bodyguard or another friend of Isabel's.
Perfect. You seem to have a thing for rules and procedure. It is the East Empire Company after all.
I have a preference for things going right. When people fail to follow procedure, shipments get delayed. When shipments get delayed, it alters our schedule. When our schedule is constantly changing, it cripples our ability to plan ahead. People will call it bureaucracy, but there's a reason why we are the most reliable shipping company in all of Tamriel.
You're also the only shipping company that I really know of. Yes, by the looks of this place, business seems to be going splendidly.
Correlation does not equal causation. If bandits attacked every time I shaved, it doesn't mean growing a beard will stop the next one.
Alright. What I like about him is his voice actor is like weirdly fitting. Like it really matches one of the vanilla voice actors pretty well. There's that one voice actor, I mean, and he voices several characters in Skyrim, but it's the guy from Markarth, and he says, "Oh, welcome to the Silverblood Inn." So it's the innkeep there. Can never remember his name because, once again, for me to remember every single person and location, it's not gonna happen. You know it, I know it. I'm sure someone watching this knows it off the top of their head, but nah, not me. But the voice comes very similar in terms of tone, and even that sort of like... I don't know, I'm trying to think of the best way to describe his tone. He's very hoity-toity. He's very kind of like, oh, get out of my face. Which is fitting, because man oh man, I wanted to get out of his face. I wanted to get away from him and not have to spend another minute talking to him about his procedure. You know? And now we wait. And he said, don't be detected, don't... Oh, he's already there. Should probably turn my lantern out. Otherwise he's absolutely gonna notice me. Nothing to see back here. Don't look behind the trees. There he goes. Just take the dagger. Shadow the fence or find another way to learn the meat location. We're gonna find him. Or we're gonna follow him, rather. Gonna do this the right way. You know, something like this is a lot more fun in the old Assassin's Creed games, where it's like, oh, follow this guy, shadow this guy, and I can at least walk through the crowds and stuff like that and blend into the crowds. Right now, I'm just some asshole climbing on rocks, staring down at some dude. Like, if he turned around at all, I'd be like, hey, this guy's definitely following me, because there's no one for miles, there's no one for ages, as opposed to being in a city, and it's like, aha! No one will know that it's me, because I'll just blend into the crowds, rather than walking around like some idiot. Oh, he's doubling back. Why is he doubling back? Why did he get off the road? Where the fuck was he going? Unless that was the meeting place. I don't think so, though. He just came down here, and then he just went back to the road. No? Okay. Does he not know where he's going? Does he not know where the meeting place is? Or he's trying to discover me. Oh, see, he's getting tricky. He's wondering if he's being tailed. The good news is we're almost back at the city, so then I can actually blend into the crowds a little bit. Hopefully. I feel like now it's safe to not sneak anymore, because now he's heading into the city, so now it's the thing of like, oh yeah, I'm just another traveler crossing the bridge into Windhelm, into the city. He would have no reason to suspect me of being mischievous, of tailing him, of tracking him, unless I went up to him and was like, hey, guess what, I've been following you. I also don't know if there's any way for the game to track if you lose sight of him. So like if I had just waited for hours, would it just port him to Windhelm and we can immediately fast travel to where he is? Like scripting wise, I'm not entirely sure how they had set this quest. We're gonna give him a chance to hopefully not be right at the door when we go in. Would be a little embarrassing if we loaded and he was immediately just standing right there and he's like, ah, who are you? I'm like, ah, nobody. Don't worry about me, sir. Oh, the game crashed. No, it didn't. Okay. Where is he going? Okay, I think he's going to the Grey Quarter. Makes sense. There's a lot of, I was gonna say there was a lot of illegal activities happening there, and I was like, maybe I shouldn't say that. Oh, it looks like he's headed for the Grey Quarter. Oh, that guard is following him. I hope he's a little nervous. I don't want to buy your flowers. Don't look at me, kid. You going in there? Nope, never mind. Don't mind me, guard.
My heart goes out to Clan Shield.
Don't worry about me.
Kin murdered, family warhammer stolen. There's no fairness in all that.
Here we go. We tracked him down.
When Ulfric was killed, justice was done. That might sound harsh, but it's how I feel.
What do you mean you saw the dagger? Ain't you the one who put it there?
You've let the skooma cloud your memories, Fetcher. Do you have merchandise for me or not?
Oh, here we go.
I do, as a matter of fact. Got some dried bloodgrass straight from Kvatch. Stashed it in the usual spot.
Oh, let me sit down.
Good. Poor Saldry has no idea how valuable he's been to our operation.
Let me just hide right
You
here.
want to fetch it now?
In plain sight.
Later, maybe after a couple of drinks. It's not going anywhere.
That's right, just sit there, enjoy your drinks. Don't mind the man who came in, sat down at a table, and then left. Which, frankly, is something I would do in real life. I'd feel a little awkward come in and be like, oh, this is the wrong place, let me just leave. Oh, I meant to come to the other bar. Oh, sorry about that, I gotta go. Ooh, look at this box, that's fancy. Well, now we can tell Thane Larson the good news. When we eventually find him again. When we eventually find him again.
Yes?
You like watching the ships come in? The plan was a success. I found the bloodgrass.
You did? I mean, of course you did. It all went according to the manual, Section 1B of Chapter 12, on how to deal with pirates. I trust you have everything you need then. The grass should be well dried, just as Isabel asked. Apparently that's how you fit more into an alembic. I suppose I should also offer you a reward for helping this transaction move along.
You should. Some gold and a thank you will do.
Yes, you deserve it. I thank you on behalf of the entire East Empire Trading Company.
There we go. You've helped us to maintain our promise to our customers as the most reliable shipping service. I look forward to working with both you and Isabel again. I forgot how to speak. It's a good thing you can read. My name is Cirrus Martinez. Alright, well, back to Isabel. I wish we could kind of set like a meeting location with Thane Larsden. We should do that thing of when, you know, you go to the grocery store, it's like, hey, we'll meet back here in a day, or 2 days, or a week. You know, those week-long grocery expeditions.
Some of the miners brought back some real stubborn pieces of ore. It'll take some extra care to turn them into proper weapons. A lot of hunters come here to buy light armor. Soldiers prefer the heavy plate.
Well, yes. Makes sense, I understand that. Good news, I got the bloodgrass.
Being a true hero, I take it you would have run all the way to Kvatch if you had to. Hopefully it was a little easier than that.
What if the mod let
all
me?
that's left now is to forge the axe. Have you gotten word from your friends?
No, but we keep on sort of like going in the same direction and we keep on doing the same things, but we're not running into each other, so I don't know. Not yet, but I'm sure the courier will be arriving any day now. Still no word. I'm beginning to worry about them. Let's just hope they aren't doing something foolish, like ignoring me. No word, I'm beginning to worry about them.
It does seem odd the Nord would just disappear. Maybe you can follow some of your other leads and find out what happened.
This is my only
If you
lead.
do find him, tell him I'll do it. I'll forge the axe. And when it's done, no beast, dragon or otherwise will be a match for its edge.
I mean, they're gonna make me kill the dragon, let's be real. Like, I'm aware of it. I think everyone knows it. They're gonna go, oh, Dragonborn, well, thank you for all your help. Could you slay the dragon, pretty please? And I'm just sitting there like, I'm not the king of Skyrim. You don't want me as king. Get the girl to do it. She's 8. Yeah, she's gonna start killing dragons and becoming queen sometime. Where to?
What business do college mages have in a place
I'm
like
gonna
Saltdown
head
anyway?
to
Place where you were
Riverwood.
dead. Not your weird experiment.
Just in case I can talk to Zorba or something. I'll catch up with her. I'll see how she's doing.